Hi, I'm David Stewart, and I'm excited to be leading a session about George Washington, the political rise of America's founding father this summer for the Chesapeake Forum. I hope this session will weave together two main themes. One is who Washington really was. There's so many misconceptions about who he was. We think he was this rich guy who everything was handed to. And it's so much the opposite. He was successful because he was the hardest working man in the room, in any room he was in. And he had to push himself forward despite some serious limitations in his own talents. He was a relentless self-improver. He met a lot of trouble in his life, a lot of setbacks that he had to learn from, and he was a lifelong learner about his own abilities, and he ultimately gained tremendous mastery. But at the same time, I want to weave that story with his times, which were an amazing time. We go through the French and Indian War when he's a young commander, then the explosion of the revolution, the bitter war with the British for independence, the terrible drift when the country almost falls apart after the war ends, and then finally this remarkably creative moment of creating a new nation, a government where the people will govern themselves, which the world has not seen before. And then finally also we have to take an unflinching look at the sin of slavery. It was one that surrounded Washington all his life. It's one that has helped define this country, sadly, and we can't have the luxury of looking away. I hope you'll consider joining me for this class, and if you look at my book, I think you'll probably get a good bit more out of it. Thanks a lot.